Okay, so the sun is casually setting as we speak, and all I have to say to that is, don't let the sun go down on me. Is that how the song even goes? No clue, no idea. Okay, music, do not even start playing on me right now. Okay, I'm gonna pause this nonsense. So, I ran a poll today on Instagram. If you don't follow me, at Paul Fishman, see you there, please and thank you. Oh, and if you found me here, do a boy a favor and send him a casual DM. Slide on into my DMs and let me know that you came from Insta, because OMG, I love connecting the DOTS, dots, if you can't spell. So here is the deal. I ran a poll on Instagram with my Insta fam at Paul Fishman. We could go through it all again, but we're not going to.
The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow.
Look at it happened! Please, please don't copyright me. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so I ran a poll. You know, we already know, Paul. I ran a poll asking what you wanted to hear today. And what you wanted to hear is how to get out of debt. This is great. This is a great conversation for us to have, because I've been getting this question so often. Like, so often. It's like I'm sick and tired of having to type the same stuff on DM, on replies, and getting emails all the time about how I got out of debt, okay? If you don't know, your boy was in $75,000 of credit card debt and got his little tookus out of it. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Okay, is that okay? Perfect. I'm glad we're on the same page. Oh, that's gonna be great if I have to cut it for Instagram. Ugh, rude. I paid personally around $40,000 worth of debt off on my own. And then when Richard and I were getting married, my parents gave us a lump sum of money to help pay for the wedding. And also, if we didn't spend it all on the wedding, we could use it however we wanted. And Richard and I agreed to use it to pay off the rest of my debt. So, listen, everyone's situation is different, and I'm so grateful for what went down with me. Like, I'm so grateful that my parents gave us that chunk of change to help pay for our dream wedding. If you haven't watched the wedding video, it's the highest viewed video on my channel. Not for long though, because I don't know why, but it's just not gonna be forever. That's my hope and dream. Or maybe not. Maybe that will be my claim to fame, that I had the most kick-ass wedding ever. So I'm linking it, wait, right up here. No! I think it's right up here. I did it. I think I did it. I think it's right up here. Anyway, who really knows? Nobody noticed. Okay. If you haven't seen my other videos where I really struggle knowing which side it's on, then get with the picture! I've been binging a lot of James Charles and Emma Chamberlain right now, and the Dolan twins, because I just fell into that whole, like, not trap, but like trap. And like, I just want to edit like them. Anyone get it? No? You know, it takes a lot of time to edit the way that Emma Chamberlain does, and I feel like she's probably kicking herself, although probably not, because, I mean, it's her living, and she's, what, 18, and like, you know, doing really, really well with AdSense and like a clothing line. And anyway, I just think that YouTube is so cool. Nice little segue into how to pay off debt. So, first of all, you gotta switch your mindset, fam. Get rid of the idea that you being in debt is how you're gonna be for the rest of your life, okay? And I know this is really like crazy to think about, right? Like, I'm gonna be in debt for the rest of my life because I have $100,000 worth of debt right now, or whatever the number is, right? So freaking scary to think that that's not gonna be the norm, because like I've talked about before, our mind loves to have, like, you know, this like Backstreet Boys moment, like, and we just need to tell it, like, to quit playing games with my life, quit playing games with all my delicate. I don't know the words, but that's okay, Paul, keep going. Really shaky, I think. It's okay though, we will make it through. So like I was saying, Our mind likes to play tricks on us, and our mind likes to convince us that we are not worth anything more than we have right now. So I lived in this for a long time, and sometimes fall in it too when I have a hashtag credit card moment, because I'm a human. I'm like, I do it every once in a while. Like, I'll be like, okay, I can't pay for all of this right now, and this is probably not the best advice, but I'm a human, and I want you to know this. Like, I didn't just like get out of debt like that and like stay out of debt. Like, I have debt right now. I don't have the massive amount of debt that I did, but I'm not living like a clean slate, because like I feel, especially as like a business owner right here and now, and like doing my best to do what I can to just like start this, like I have to put things on a credit card, and I just can't. It's just not, it's not financially possible for me right now. And this is what we're gonna talk about, is how I'm getting out of this mindset and moving into the thoughts of abundance. But right here and now, real talk, like, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, nobody's perfect, because perfect is B-O-R-I-N-G, boring, right? Right, okay, so taking a step back, what was I saying before? Oh, right, mindset is key. Instead of thinking, oh, poor me, I'm in debt, think, I am not in debt. And don't live in denial. This is more of like a mindset hack to get your mind to start thinking that you aren't in debt, and thinking that that is not the norm. Debt is not the norm, fam. Unfortunately, it is, but it's not. So get out of the mindset of being like, I deserve being in $100,000 of credit card debt because I did this to myself. Been there, done that, boring. Ugh. Why am I yelling? Why am I yelling? Because it's a tough topic, you know? When I first started in the self-love coaching business, when I first started into this whole like empowerment space, I was talking a lot about my debt, and it was really hard for me to separate the person that I was to the person that I am. And I was actually like attracting a lot of clients who were broke. And real talk, broke clients can't pay me. So how do I transition into a space where I'm ready? I'm ready to support you on your debt journey, but I know that you're not gonna be able to, you know, pay me the amount of money that my clients do, because you're too caught up in the scarcity mindset to realize that the investment is worth it. I'm not one to tell you, get in debt to get help, but boom, you're already 80K in debt, or whatever you are. What is another few dollars, right? What is, hire a coach. And if I don't connect with you, then like, hire someone else. I know you have someone in mind. Is it me? Is it me? Consider this. What would it feel, I want you to, wait. I want you to get out a pen and paper. And if you're driving, why are you watching a YouTube video while driving? If you aren't anywhere where paper is because like paper isn't a thing anymore, just pause the video, go buy some paper, don't put on your credit card, pay for this with regular cash. I am aggressive right now. I'm just really hype. I'm really hype right now. Write down, I am worth being out of debt. I am abundant AF. I accept that my past spending habits are not and will not be my future. Yeah? I'm not gonna repeat it because you can just rewind. I am so proud of you for writing that down. Do you like how I censored myself? Okay, so that's the beginning. The beginning is the mindset, and really the middle and the end is the mindset, because anyone can get out of debt. And don't tell me that you don't have the financial means to do it, because guess what? Remember who we were just talking about? We were talking about Emma Chamberlain. She was literally 16 when she started her YouTube channel. She does not have any debt. Well, I mean, maybe she does, but like in a house mortgage or something. Who knows? But here's what I want to share with you. You can have whatever you want, whether it's getting out of debt, whether it's getting a new career, whether it is a new relationship with yourself, with someone else. You can have whatever you want. You just have to believe it. I'll say that again. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you rewind. You can have whatever you want. You just have to believe it. Okay? So if you're like, you know what? I like what Paul's saying. I like what he's saying. I feel inspired, I feel motivated. I think that he's the coach for me, but I'm scared. I'm scared of A, investing in myself, B, spending more money because I'm watching this because I want to get out of debt, and C, realizing that I deserve to be happy and not anxious all the time, trying to figure out how I'm going to live my life without being in constant debt, right? So, you've connected the dots. You're realizing, okay, I've created this internal issue in my life, and I'm trying to heal it at a baseline level of where it was created. And if there's one thing that I know, it's this. You have gotten as far as you can on your own. How many times have you tried to create a budget? How many times have maybe you tried to lose a couple of pounds or tried to make your goals a reality and failed? How many times? Well, let's see. I'll just tell you what happened with me. Let's see. We're just going deep tonight. We're going deep tonight. Don't let the sun go down on me, yeah. I started using credit cards when I was, how old was I? I just started college, so I was 18, okay? 18, maybe 17, no, 18, 19. I maxed out my American Express for Students card to buy myself a new computer because I refused to use the desktop computer that my parents had bought me 5 years prior. I was just like, nope, and they were like, nope, use that computer, it's fine. And so I maxed out my credit card for $2,000. Listen to this side story. The universe was like, boy, you majorly blew it. Literally broke my computer. Like, Macs never get viruses, but my Mac, like, got a virus. And Apple was like, we'll take it back. That was like the universe being like, you can get out of debt right now. You don't need this computer. By the way, I'm in traffic. That's why I can take my hands off the wheel all these times. And why there's red on my face. So, here I was, not even aware until right now, like literally had this like epiphany right now that that's what the universe was doing for me. I'll let you in, don't worry, I'm nice. And so here I was, had the opportunity to get out of credit card debt, nope, didn't. Then, fast forward like a million years, and I had like $30,000 in credit card debt, and this was really just from like buying people presents. If you haven't watched my video around why you're celebrating the holidays wrong, right up there, did I get it right? Fingers crossed. So, long story short, debt up to my eyeballs. My dad calls me, and he says, son, I received a message from God to pay off half of your credit card debt. And I'm over here like, the entitled child that I am. But Dad, why not all of it? So he paid half of it, and then I took out a like a private loan for the other half. So here I am, I have like a private loan that I'm paying I think $350 a month to, and I have 0 credit card debt. what does your boy do? Oh, he applies for an American Express Gold card because now I'm a responsible American or a human being, and I've paid off my own debt, and I can use this American Express card, which is a charge card. So every month I have to stay accountable. But like, here I am, high roller. I've got the gold card, you know? So I've got the gold card, and I can then basically just go in and buy whatever I want. And then I'm like, I'll figure it out. So I did that. I actually successfully did that for like 3 to 4 months. Then your boy got a little too aggressive and bought like more things, because I was also like, if you haven't read, did I write this? I don't know. Oh, if you haven't listened to my podcast with Ava Johanna or The Skinny Confidential, and I'm gonna link them in the box below, and then you can listen to them and hear like the whole story about me being closeted and me just like sacrificing myself for other people and being a people pleaser, and also watch my other videos because it's tough, it's tough. But here's the thing. So here I am at this like make or break moment. I can't pay my American Express. I call them. And I said, hi, I can't pay. Oh, well, you know what? That's okay. Whatever you can't pay, we'll just tack on an APR of 24.99%. American Express to the rescue. Oh my God, wait, side story, I just remembered. Literally went on a date with a guy who worked at American Express because I hoped that he could help clear my debt. Oh, savage, me the most. I went on like 2 dates with him. Awkward. Wow. Oh my God. I was such a savage. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Not going to go into that story right now, but for another time. So here I am, and I'm like, oh, I actually don't have to pay this off every month. Perfect. $40,000 went onto that card. How? No clue. No clue. For every month, I was like, I'll pay it off next month. How? How, Paul? When I was at my peak in New York, I was making $80,000 a year. So basically, and then drowning, because I was then like, other credit cards creep back up again. So I have my personal loan and I have all this credit card debt. Psychotic. Wow. The sun is literally, we're losing it, but it's okay. I'm gonna keep on talking until we can't talk anymore. So this might have to be a two-parter. So basically, here I am making $80K a year, $75,000 in credit card debt. Okay, so I had to move home. I didn't know that this is what I was gonna talk about, but I'm just giving you like the tea. So I had to move home. Real talk, I mean, I told everyone it's because I was starting a family business, but like, I had to move home because your boy couldn't afford to live in New York City anymore. I was literally living in Astoria. My rent was like $500. Couldn't afford it. Just had to put everything on my credit card. And my American Express kept on approving it, but then when I hit 40, it was like, nope, you're over, you're canceled. Phone calls. Hey, Paul, are you planning on paying this back? I mean, my interest alone was $1,000 a month. I'm screaming inside. How was that even possible? Like, I just always thought that the next thing was gonna come. Like, I thought that someone was gonna come and save me. So, moved home. Oh my God, look. Can you even see that sunset? Like, are you seeing it right now? Nailed it. Is it a TVC moment now? No. We're gonna keep on talking till sun goes down on me, yeah. So here I am. I do this. So here I am. My parents told me that it's illegal to have your light on like this. I don't know, is it just because it's distracting? It's not really illegal. Lies. So here I am. I move home, I'm lying to everyone. literally to everyone saying, I'm moving home, start a family business, really was doing that, but like it was all like a facade for the fact that I had to move back into my parents' home at the beautiful age of 29 so that I could pay down my credit card debt and also like bare my soul to them and everyone. So did that, moved home. Over the course of, I lived with my parents, I think for like 16 months, I was able to pay $20,000 worth of my debt down. Really, really, really proud of myself for doing that. Literally, like, so grateful that my parents allowed me to move home, but also it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Besides like admit that I had credit card debt, that was the hardest thing. Like moving back in with my parents as a grown-ass man, like moving away from a city that I truly loved and like a job that was real cush and like paid me pretty great money, you know? Like basically moved home, punished myself living with my family. My parents were really disappointed with me and basically just had to go through a lot of shit. Here I am, here in the dark, I stand before you knowing this is my chance to show you my heart. So here I am. Always have a song, by the way. So here I am. Say that again, Paul. So here I am. I've paid down 20K. I got in like all these different payment programs, like did all of the things, you know, the things that like destroy your credit, did it. It actually wasn't that bad. If it'll like bring you relief, like I would absolutely recommend doing it. However, I did it because I wanted to get the American Express enrolled because it was the highest interest, and that was the one card that would not enroll in the program. So it was just so annoying. Ugh. But I ended up learning a lot about managing my money, and just like I knew that I only had literally $600 a month to live off of. So here's probably what you're thinking. Okay, Paul, like I hear it. So you got to move home with your parents helped you. I can't do any of those things. Don't panic, okay? Don't panic. And guess what? If you're like, Paul, it's not gonna have my budget. Do you have enough to join my Self-Love Live Club? Do you? I think you do. I did my best to make this very entry level, but not in the way that you're thinking, like an entry level Honda Civic that I'm driving. I mean, actually, what am I talking about? My husband would literally murder me if he introduced this car as entry level. It is not. We have like the leather seats and the thingamajiggers. I don't even know. Something happens when the camera goes on. I get very sassy, but I'm kind of living for it. So here's what I want you to consider. If you have a limiting belief that debt is gonna be the rest of your life, knock it off. If you have a limiting belief that you are not worth the life of your dream, knock it off. If you have a limiting belief that you do not deserve everything that you were put on this planet to have, knock it off. Knock it off. Aggressive, I know. But sometimes we just need like these aggressive moments. You clicked on this video for a reason. You are desperate. I've been there. I've been in your shoes. I wake up some days in like a sweat because I had a dream that I was back in those times where I didn't feel worth it. Didn't feel like I deserved to be debt-free. I didn't feel like I deserved to be financially stable. I didn't feel like I deserved anything. And it sucks. It sucks being there. And if you're there right now, oh God, I get it. It's hard. And I want you to know that I'm in it with you, you know? There's no shame in your game. The beautiful thing about my story is that if I hadn't experienced my story, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if I hadn't have kept myself in the closet until I was 25, if I hadn't have been a people pleaser, if I hadn't have been in financial crisis, if I hadn't had the financial breakthrough, if I hadn't have put myself through all this punishment and just like personal, just like mental crazy issues, be here. I wouldn't be able to be speaking to you, expressing that I know in my heart that you are worth it. And I'm like getting emotional right now. You deserve to be out of debt. You deserve to have the relationship you want. You deserve all of it. And the real question is, why don't you believe it? Why? Why don't you believe it? So you heard my story. It might have like connected with you a little bit, a lot, not at all. You just, you know, like hanging out with me in the car. But that's my story, right? You know what you have control over? You have control over your story. So I want you to pull out the pen that is your mind and the life that you want to write for yourself. And I want you to start writing it. I want you to start believing that you are worth it and you deserve it and you are not alone. Right? Song for everything. Told you. Nailed it. I'm really proud of you for watching all of this. I'm really proud of you for starting to consider that sitting here watching this video, yeah, it's gonna motivate you for a second. And that's why motivational speakers and self-help books and all these things are really successful, because people love to get that zing of inspiration, right? But what are you gonna do to break free? What are you gonna do to rewrite your story? I'd like to invite you to consider joining me on this journey. In the description box below, you can apply to work with me, okay? If you are scared, you just want a little taste, there's a link to my Self-Love Live Club. At the time of this filming, it's $49 a month. However, the price is going up in January of 2019. There are so many resources there for you. As of right now, there is a morning routine training. There is a goal setting training, which is gonna absolutely support you getting out of debt. And there is a practicing gratitude training. You also have a Facebook group and workbooks that go along with every training. And then every month that you're a member, we do a live training on Zoom where you get to ask me questions and show up and have the opportunity to win prizes. I just gave away these amazing best self journals last month, so consider joining me. At, like I said, right now it's only $49. Who knows how much it is when you're watching this, but I'm always gonna keep it like at a lower price point because I want you to not feel scared to invest in yourself at any level. And also, if you're like, oh, well, you know, I don't wanna make that monthly commitment, I break up all of the trainings and I sell them individually on my course as like an online course. So you can right now, if you want to just go buy them one off, they're $24.99. So every month, a new way to learn and grow and empower yourself to the best version of you. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked this video, please give it the big thumbs up. If you have questions or if you want me to talk about something else, leave it in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Please make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell too. That would mean a lot to me to know that people are showing up. As a growing channel, it really helps support me to know that people are showing up for themselves to be here and be empowered and inspired to watch my videos. So once again, thank you so much. I'm so proud of myself for figuring out this lighting sitch. And the sun went down on me, but it's not going down on you because this is the beginning of your beautiful life. So proud of you for being here. Remember, you are worth it, you deserve it, and you are not alone.
Well, it's my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all.